See, is there anything other than the original Trigun?
It was mine.
Know this. The heart that is strong and true shall win the Keyblade.
Oh, it's that guy again.
What? You're saying my heart's weaker than his?
For that instant it was. However, you can become stronger. You showed no fear in stepping through the doors.
I don't know anything about a remake. I guess I'm
It
watching
held
the
no
original
terror
too.
for you.
I would like a remake
Plunge
of it.
deeper into the darkness,
The animation's a bit dated.
and your heart will grow even stronger.
What should I do?
It's really quite simple.
Anime.
Open yourself to the darkness. That is all.
I need to read
Let
more
your
manga.
heart, your being, become darkness itself.
Talking over this very important cutscene. I'm a terrible stream host. I'm sorry. Alright, so we opened that door. And Riku's getting some more darkness. And this guy is being a jerk, shooting things at us. Ah, there's how we get up there. There was a way. We'll deal with this guy first. He's big. I like the big guys. I like to give him a Gravira. Look at how much health that took off. I want to not talk during cutscenes, but I've several times, and these are witch things. I don't know what they're called. They're a pain in the butt. You can't use magic on them. If they absorb all magic, it's a pain. And they also phase in and out of existence. Yeah, that's how it always is in Final Fantasy. It takes a chunk of your health or your enemy's health and cast it who they cast it on. It's not power based, which makes it a very useful spell if you're under leveled and a weak spell if you're over leveled. If you're over leveled, then well, you rake your fire spell, for example, you can one shot them, whereas the Gravira spell can only take away a certain percentage of their current health. I think. Gravity is usually it's gravity is a quarter, Gravira is half, and Graviga is 3/4. But that Gravira seemed to take 3/4. They're literally called wizards. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I'm the worst. So yeah, that's about 3/4 of his health. So I'm not sure. I should earn Graviga at some point, I believe. No, I'm not going to get Graviga because that's a reward from one of the optional... Oh, I'm not fighting y'all. Except you're going to force me to. I can't use the elevator stop until I fight these things. And it's more flying things on a ledge that I can fall off of. And of course I can lock onto these. So... It's all very confusing. Yes, they do. They drop the wizard staff for Donald, which is one of his most powerful staves. And the defenders, which are the big dudes with magic shields, drop a defender shield for Goofy, which is one of the most powerful shields in the game. And they're both rare drops. I think they might be strong against fire magic. I'm just using Blizzara because it has a shotgun effect where it spreads out and I am less likely to miss. Excuse me. So this giant elevator seems like a, well, it seems kind of silly to have this giant elevator, but it does give us a good view of the Heartless emblem on the wall. Now, well, we'll get to that when we get the rest of the Ansem reports, because I think it comes up in the Ansem reports, so I won't say that now. A little break in the action to fight some wizards. And you can see they're all teleporting all over the place, and then they do this lightning thing, and you can't hurt them while they're doing the lightning thing. They're very annoying enemies. They teleport, they do the lightning, and I waste an hour on them. Thank you, Goofy. So one of the fun things here... Oh, I already picked up everything. One of the fun things here is that when you reactivate this elevator, if there's any bubbles or items still on the ground, they just slide off, and they just hang in the air behind you. But I accidentally picked up everything, so I don't get to show you. But the Heartless Emblem is actually a really important thing, so keep that in mind as we go on. Open this chest. Sunk. The items sink through the platform, you mean? Not in this version anyway, maybe the original. I haven't played the original in probably, oh gosh, not since I was in college. The first time. So more than 10 years. Jeez. Stupid hiccups. Oh, the Great Crest. Ah, these hiccups are terrible. I'm so sorry. Calcum. And these guys are dark balls? Is that what they're called, Tally? Or are they shadow balls? I think they're just called dark balls. Which is an interesting suggested name. And they're a pain in the butt, though not as much as the wizards. At least sometimes they hold still, but they can phase out of existence. They can do the chomp attack where they scream across the room. Yeah. The defenders I don't mind. It's funny because the defenders have the super huge health pool and they're supposed to be this big thing, but it's really easy to counter their attacks, and they stand still, so you can kill them really quick. And you saw that gravity is super effective on them, and you're gonna see it again.
See ya.
The mobile things, they dodge the gravity because the biggest weakness of the gravity spell is that it stays wherever you cast it. That's where it is, and it takes a bit to actually go off wherever it casts. Wherever you are, that's where you are. Yeah. Anyway.
Force.
Whereas the other spells go off much faster, so they can chase down those more mobile enemies. And you can get tons of tech points off of the Guardians by deflecting all their attacks are way telegraphed, so you can get lots of tech points off of them.
Force.
Well, you could if you were better than me. That's the other thing, is like when they disappear into the shadow realm, they like to reappear like right on top of you, and it's really irritating because there's not really an effective way to block it. You can avoid it, but I don't like to dodge roll much unless I'm just trying to move. As you've seen me do, like I'll just dodge roll all day long trying to go places faster. But when I'm fighting enemies, I just basically just slam the X attack button over and over and over again.
Come on.
And the other thing is the fire attack you can cancel out for tech points with an ice attack, and the ice attack you can do the same thing with a fire spell. And I do not like that I can log on to things other than enemies. It is irritating. That'll you. There, that's how you deal with those guys. You strike rate them.
See ya.
The other games really diminished the puzzle solving aspect. This game, you can tell, has a lot of puzzle solving going on in it, a lot of platforming going on in it. The other games did away with a lot of that, honestly. I must have screwed something up, because I should be able to... I forgot to lower a platform, which means I'm going to have to go fight more Heartless. Yeah. It really was. Well, because Square Enix's whole thing is RPGs. They publish some other kinds of games, but when they make them in-house, they make RPGs. And like I was saying, their goal was to make a competitor for Mario 64. So that's where the Mario stuff comes in. And of course, Zelda is an action RPG. So if you wanted to do RPG meets platformer, well, then you might want to do an action RPG. Ugh.
Let's go. This is it.
I'm out of mana. Too low for magic. I'm using guns. Switching to guns. Not really though. That's Kingdom Hearts 3 that'll have guns in it. Oi! Come here where I can kill you properly. The other games leaned much harder on the JRPG, the action role-playing aspect, and less on the platformer aspect. More flying things on a platform you can fall off of. This is not fun. This is not what I call fun gameplay. Oh, seriously? Come back up here. Oh, waste of a strike raid. So now that secret area will take me somewhere else. Not that I'm gonna do it. We are on a timer. But if I stream a more difficult playthrough where I actually complete all this stuff, I'll need to do that. Treasure Hunter. I wasn't even trying to get that one. It's just open enough chests, I guess. Yeah, I maybe wouldn't have noticed it either, but I've watched a lot of other people talk about these games. And that's one of the things they point out a lot, is how much simpler the environments get. And stuff like that. They point out a lot of the gameplay changes. I didn't notice it at first either. And I was into game development for a while.
So, I see the path has emerged at last.
Yes. The keyhole to the darkness.
Unlock it. And the Heartless will overrun this world.
What do I care? The darkness holds no power over me. Rather, I will use its power to rule all worlds.
Such confidence.
He's got his own Keyblade now.
Impossible! The princesses of Heart are all here. It must be her.
Without her heart, she will never be able to release her power.
The king's fools are here. I'll deal with them myself.
Like how they hear Beast
You
and they
stay
say
here
the
and
king's
guard the
fools are here.
princesses.
Glowing evilly. So, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something really important, and I forgot it. Oh well. Oh, I was gonna make fun of Maleficent.
I'm afraid you're too late. Any moment now, the final keyhole will be unsealed. This world will be plunged into darkness. It is unstoppable.
We'll stop it. After coming this far, there's no way we're gonna let that happen.
You poor, simple fools. You think you can defeat me? Me, the mistress of all evil!
So Maleficent goes around telling everybody, oh, if you use the darkness too much, you know what's gonna happen and you're gonna lose. And then she's like, oh, but I will use the dark. Oh, dang. Hello, guys. Oh, they got stopped halfway through being flattened. Oh, that's funny.
Meteors of heaven, unleash my
Oh, you guys. From rags to riches. Dodge roll, dodge roll. Alright. Hey, I haven't shown you Aurora yet. Let's do that. So you can see it's actually hurting him as I run into him, so that's pretty cool. And you can belt the platform and knock it over. You don't have to. You can jump up on it too, if you see me do. Strike Raid is more powerful than I remember it being.
Come on.
Oh, now she's glowy. And her thing spins fast.
Take that. This is it.
Localized storm over Maleficent.
Take that.
Do I get heals? Apparently not. I know the meaning of fear, she says. One of the great things about Strike Raid is not only is it really powerful, but you're invincible while you're casting it. So I'll finish her off with a little Strike Raid, I think.
This is it.
I remembered the invincibility frames. What I didn't remember was that it was so strong. I should be using it far more often than I am. Beat Maleficent up pretty good. And Donald learned cheer, so that makes the summons stay longer. Not that we use the summons. Though we could use Tinkerbell, but I don't think cheer applies to Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell is the most powerful summon in the game. And what she does is she puts a heal over time effect on you. And the first time you die while she's helping you, she revives you and then disappears. And that's the end of her summon. And I think that you get to keep Donald and Goofy while she's out too. So she's okay. So we save. And, well, I guess we better follow Maleficent into here, wherever the heck this is, right? Just follow her. It's a dark portal. It's fine. Here's a quick shout out to all of my patrons. For as little as $1 a month, you too can have your name listed here. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, please do hit the like and subscribe buttons to help me reach more people.